This is a fun topic. How to know what to coach. How to know what to coach. How to know what to coach. I have been a victim of this particular course for a very long time, and I started looking at people and in the markets like everyone's doing the same thing that I want to do. How will I stand out? And how should I know that okay, I'm a great coach and I'm a great entrepreneur? What I'm doing is like I was listening. I was having such a there was external noise that that was pulling me down, and the second thing, there was an internal voice that was even pulling me down as well. Though I had a reason to make money, though I had 1,000 responsibilities to fulfill, though I knew money that I wanted to make was so important to feed the family, for the shelter of the house, and it's like I just couldn't make it because I was way too confused, way too overwhelmed. I was like, how to know what to coach? Like, how can I be a great host to that? So in this particular video, we're just going to dive deep into one small little topic that's called the growth dip. It will be towards the end of the particular video, and it's not going to be a longer one. It's going to be a shorter one, but we are going to talk about this particular thing because this is a very common. I think this is going to be a very common question when we are starting off an entrepreneurship journey. Like, how to know what to coach? Like, okay, great, there are so many things to do. How should I know what to pick and stuff like that? The first question that you'll be asking is like, what business to do? First question. The second question, like, what should I be teaching? What should I be creating course around? What is my superpower? Like, what should I pick that has a potential to make money? Now, will your superpower make you money? That's a different topic altogether. I think probably I'll link it somewhere here. That's a different topic. But then, in other words, just to answer that particular question, is like every superpower has got a potential to make money, a huge amount of money, just by scratching the surface of it. Got it? That's one part of it. Now, what is the growth dip? Growth dip, in other words, this was also something that I've learned from Dean Graziosi. If you have heard about him, if you haven't, you just Google that particular guy and you'll be able to see how great of a personality he is. Now, having said that, the growth tip, in my perspective, is this. This is not a maths formula. This is not any other formula. But then this is the growth dip. The growth dip. TGD. Now that you have an idea, we'll kind of walk you through. I'll kind of walk you through like what is this. Got it? I will use a different color. That's your regular life. That's the mess you go through. That's where you start learning things. This is where you make money. Now, point number 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll talk about that. We'll dive deep into all these 4 angles. Got it? You were going through a life and something happened. What happened is like I started my entrepreneurship journey and I invested anything and everything into tools and systems and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I was so excited to get and start making money. I got into the systems, I started burning money, and I got 0 results. That journey now became hell for me, because I was not having money to spare. I had not had savings. I was not making money. I wasn't having a job. I wasn't having a side income. I wasn't having anything. I had to sell my mom's jewelry to do what? To pay like 30,000 a month. I was like, literally, when you are a guy in a typical Indian family, even asking 10 rupees to your parents, you know how difficult that is. I was like, great journey, started great. I went through that miserable phase and I started learning things. The point number 3, I started learning things. Then you go have that exponential growth and stuff like that. But then this V, the point 2 and point 3 is where the whole growth, evolution of you, transformation of you, the paradigm shifts, the beliefs that you hold, everything goes through a grind of so many different things. Now, how to know what to coach? Since now you've got an idea of the journey, the mess, the growth, and the exponential growth part of it, 4 areas. You now maybe ask like, okay, I am great at probably 10 things. Got it? I'll derive you with this particular thing with one small example. The beard that I have. Since I had no beard, I had a fascination like Fazal, you need to have beard. And then when I was in 10th grade, there's like one small little hair come. came, and then 2, then 3, and it's like I was waiting so long for having a great beard. Great. And then we came back to India, and the beard, like college stuff, started my entrepreneurship journey. And what I used to do, being very fascinated, I was very particular about the way the beard has to look. My own reasons. The personal thing. It's like, okay, it has to look great, it has to look great. You cannot mess around with my beard. Great. I used to go to a salon over here, just beside the corner, and he used to mess my beard every time I go. Sometimes it becomes crazy. Sometimes it becomes shorter, sometimes longer, sometimes it goes messes over there, it messes over there, and messes over there, and messes over there. Great. COVID happened and we stopped going there. Now I had to learn that skill myself. That I want to get a great beard that I've got now. Now how can I do that? Because everything is closed. I cannot do that, like lockdown and stuff. I was like, Google it out, learned myself, started shaving, started doing that shave and stuff like that. It took me great couple of months to master that skill. Currently, I can see is great. What about the beard that you see? I do it by myself. Great at what I'm doing. Learn the skill, kept on practicing repetition. I know what I'm doing now. That being said, am I willing to teach people? Am I willing to coach people because now I have mastered the skill? The answer is no. In other words, let us go back to the diagram over here that we drew. In other words, now that I'm here with this, am I going and willing to teach people who are struggling at this point in life? Or probably, how can I go and coach these people? Answer is no. So, whenever you are a master of so many different things, you were good at what you were doing, the life was great, you went through a mess, you started learning, and you became a master of something. That's fine. But how many of those things do you want to go back and teach people who are struggling with it? The answer would be 1, or probably 2, or probably 3. Now think about it. That's the growth dip. That's where you can step into the world and say, okay, this is what I'm going to coach to people. I used to travel a lot. I know a lot about traveling, the solo riding and stuff like that. What are the mistakes to be done? What are the mistakes not to be done? What are the mistakes not to be done? What are things to avoid? When should you plan a ride? How should you plan a ride? What are things you need to get ready? Like how should you plan it? What is the budget? I can plan everything. But am I willing to coach? No, I want to keep that as a hobby. That's on one corner. Like I don't want to create that as a business. So if I create that into a business model, will it work? Is it going to make money? 100% yes. There will be struggle, but then I'll systematically use tactical stuff that I know, the strategies that I know, tweak it according to market need, push it in the front, going to make money. Now, am I going to make money out of that? Am I not? Am I willing to make that as a business plan? No. Am I going to make the shaving part of it? Do I want to go back and shave, help people? How can you shave your beard in the home? Like, probably not. Probably not even no. It's a no to this. Like, I'm not comfortable making that a business. What I'm going to make a business out of is this one thing. That brings us to the conclusion of this particular video. So, what are the things that you've been through? Because now you are a master of so many different things. Pick 5 out of that whole list. Chalk down 2. Strike off more 2. What's one thing? Now start working on that one. That's how you are going to be a great coach now, because you have aligned yourself with so many different things and you're also willing to help people out now in a different way. Going back to the same model, different color, to back your story. Now that this part, let us call this A. Now since you were here and you were struggling a lot over here in the part A, now you've got a compelling emotional story to go back and talk to these people because of the struggles you've been through, because of the challenges you've been through. Now here exactly, you know the struggles that people went, you know the pain they went through. Now go create a course around that. Now go work on that business model. Now go create something around that particular superpower. That is your superpower, where you're willing to step out and you have an emotional story, your personal struggle story that can help you relate with those people. It's like, that is why I did not work. That is why I failed. That is why those are the mistakes I did. Now that in wholesome makes you a great coach over a period of time. Now, how to know what to coach as an introvert entrepreneur? Share in your comment section, share down in the comment section what you've learned from this particular video. I would love to see those comments, and thank you so much for making this particular video and me a part of your day, and I shall see you in another video.
ذاك السقيم العليل وقد كان بالسقم دهرا طريقا